Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the day that the Lord has made. We are rejoicing and we are glad in it. Happy Memorial Day to all of you. If you're coming on, please do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that share button, tag Lolly, Dolly, everybody, and let them know. Prophet Ramon, the squad, we are live right here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. And today, ladies and gentlemen, is Monday, May the 30th, 2022. It is Memorial Day. I want to give a shout out to all of the family members, the friends, the loved ones who represent the lives and the legacies of those who sacrificed their lives for our freedom here in the United States of America. So happy Memorial Day to you. We send our love and our prayers to all of the family members of the men and women in uniform who sacrificed their lives and who have left us legacies to have the freedom that we enjoy every day here in the United States of America. So to all of you, happy Memorial Day. We are celebrating an amazing day for an amazing countless number of people who have given us an opportunity to be free, to show up on social media, to show up on platforms, to stream live around the world, to share information with our community. So happy Monday. Today is Monday, Memorial Day, May the 30th. Actually, today is my sister's birthday, so I want to give a shout out to the matriarch of our family. My sister Kelly, it's her birthday today. Happy birthday to you. We love you. We celebrate you and appreciate you. I know I'll be seeing you in a little bit, but happy birthday to you. For those of you that don't know, my wife's birthday was just this past Thursday, and so of course we went away for a week, and she got a chance to just enjoy herself in the sunshine state of the M, the I, and the A, and we had an amazing time, and I'm super happy to be back. As you see, I enjoy myself when I go away, but I can't stay away from the office when I come home. So my wife, she asked me yesterday, she's like, so are you gonna hang out a little bit for Memorial Day? I'm like, well, we can hang a little later because I want to go to the office. So good afternoon to all of you. I would love to know where you are watching us from. So if you could put in the comments what city you're watching your boy from. I want you to drop it in the comments. I love and appreciate all of you for continuing to support the Ramon Preston Show. You continue to support the movement. You continue to give us your feedback and your participation and your engagement. It means everything. And be sure, wherever you're watching us from, be sure to follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, follow me on LinkedIn, and subscribe to my YouTube page. We are moving closer and closer to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. We have thousands of people who watch our videos on YouTube every day of every week of every month, and our subscriber base is continuing to grow, but I want to get to 10,000 wow. So please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube page. If you've already subscribed, please share our YouTube page and our Facebook page with other family members and friends, okay? So I really appreciate all of you. Welcome to the Ramon Preston Show. If you don't know, now you know. My name is Ramon Preston. I'm the host of the show, and every Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time, like today on Memorial Day, we show up here because we want to share information with you to help you properly start your business or your income streams. Structure your business and your income streams in a way so that you can ultimately scale your business and income streams into six figures and beyond. So the opening question for you is this: do you have dreams? Do you have desires personally, professionally, whether it's in your career, your business, and financially? Do you have dreams that you are still working on pursuing? Do you have dreams that you're still working on pursuing? Okay, we're in the middle of the year. We have another half of the year remaining in 2022, and whatever the goals are that you've set for this year, whatever the dreams and the desires and the aspirations and ambitions that you have for 2022. I don't know if you're checking the calendar, but you only got a half a year left. And if you have dreams that you are pursuing personally, if you got certain business dreams, professional dreams, financial dreams, if you're answering yes to that question, the follow-up question to that is, what is your biggest challenge? What is your biggest roadblock? What is the thing in your way right now that's stopping you from being able to not only pursue those dreams, but to fulfill those personal, professional, and financial dreams? For me, and I was thinking about this while I was on vacation last week with my wife, for me, I've always wanted to be financially free. I've always wanted to have the flexibility to do the things that I wanted to do in my life, but it was always a struggle to find that gateway, to find that one thing, that opportunity that afforded me the freedom and the flexibility. I don't know, maybe you might have experienced that in your life as well. If you have, then you know exactly what I mean when I say I was really frustrated. I was really depressed. I was really overwhelmed. I was really just stressed for a lot of years of my life, because deep down inside, I knew I had to wake up every day and deal with whatever I was dealing with. But deep down inside, I knew that I had the potential to be more. I had the potential to do more. And I just couldn't figure out, why am I not able to move forward? Why am I not able to get ahead? I didn't have a problem with commitment, at least I didn't think I did. I didn't have a problem with showing up. I didn't have a problem rolling up my sleeves and grinding. And if you're watching me today, you're probably thinking, I'm you, Ramon. I'm in that same place. I've been there. I understand exactly what you're saying, because you might not have a problem getting up. You might not have a problem showing up. You might not have a problem with commitment, but you still can't find that rhythm. You still can't get that momentum to start moving towards that place of freedom and that place of flexibility. And I remember one of the most important defining moments I had after like years of just going through the same thing, years of just frustration, years of stress, years of depression and disappointment, and trying something and it ain't working, and trying something else and it ain't working, and trying something else and none of it's working. I remember that defining moment when me and my wife, we had one of our weekly sit downs, and I was just like ranting. I'm just complaining. I'm just giving her the business, right? And finally my wife was like, honey, listen. This is exactly what she said. You need to put systems in place. And when she said it, it just kind of started resonating at me. And then she started sharing with me how when she started managing stores right in college, and she started really learning a lot from her district managers and her regional managers, because they moved her up quickly because they saw that she had something in her. She said to me, but the thing is, every time I worked for a store and I managed a store, this is what she was sharing with me. She was saying that every time she worked for a store and she managed a store, they always had systems. I mean, think about it. She was working for Gap. She managed stores with Gap and other department stores, retail companies like that. And they had systems. So all she had to do was come in and troubleshoot and fix whatever the problems were with the staff and with the personnel and with the associates and maybe with how things were being displayed, but they had systems. And so that's why today I want to take a few minutes to really have a talk to you on this Memorial Day about what I call the holding company matrix. The holding company matrix. And the reason why I call it a matrix is because it has 3 different components to it. And I can guarantee you, because it happened for me, if you can figure out how to put the components of this matrix together in your life, whatever it is that you dream about pursuing, it's going to become easier, because I've been there. I've been in those places where I'm stressed, I'm frustrated. I know I got potential. I know I got good ideas. I know I want to be an entrepreneur. I know I want to have financial freedom. I know I want to get out of debt. I know I want to get the bag. I know I want to help people and be a blessing to my family and put other people on, but I just can't seem to get my footing. I can't seem to find the rhythm. And it was when my wife really shined that light on me and said, I can't even help you because you don't know if you coming or going. I don't know what you selling. I don't know how you selling it. I don't know what structure and what systems you have. And my wife was using the word systems because she was coming from a management, a corporate background. And she was like, I want to help you. I want to support you. I believe in you, but you got to put these systems in place. And it was really a defining moment, a turning point for me to really take a look into myself and figure out why am I stuck? Why am I not finding my rhythm? And once I started developing myself and learning and figuring these things out, it really just freed me up mentally first. It freed me up emotionally. It freed me up psychologically. And at some point, it freed me up technically. So the things that I wanted to do every day for my business, I was able to start doing them. And then at some point, I started seeing the financial freedom show up. So if you're looking for that freedom financially, whether it's with a business, whether it's with a product or a service or idea or even a profession somewhere on your job, well, that freedom is going to start with you being able to understand these components of this matrix because they apply to anything. So whether it's your personal life, you're just trying to get your finances together, whether it's your professional life, you got a business or even a ministry or a nonprofit, or if it's just in your financial life, all of them come together at some point and they have to work together. So I want to talk about the holding company matrix. So when I say the holding company matrix, I'm talking about at least 3 main components. And so if you're able to figure these components out and integrate them in your life, it's going to make whatever you're doing easy, especially if you're an entrepreneur. Because most entrepreneurs, you already know the statistics behind it. Most entrepreneurs, they're solopreneurs. So they don't have anybody that's working for them. It's probably the entrepreneur or the spouse with the entrepreneur or both of them running the business. But this matrix that I created for myself, it's worked for me and it's really worked wonders for me. This is why I talk so much about the holding company. This is why I teach other people about the holding company. And this is why I'm a proponent and a supporter of people who want to pursue entrepreneurship and who want to pursue financial freedom. You want to be free. You want to be flexible. You want to be able to do the things you want to do for you and your family. Well, guess what? You're going to have something put together that makes sense so that you can be free, first of all, of the stress, free of the mental strain, free of the frustration. Because in order for you to get free financially, you got to get free personally. And your personal freedom is going to come by how you put this thing together, this infrastructure together. I call it the holding company matrix. So, of course, if you have any questions today on this Memorial Day, all you have to do is drop the questions in the comments. I'll do my best to come back and answer any of those questions, or you can always feel free to reach out to us anytime because we make ourselves available. If you've ever purchased any program from us, if you've ever purchased any product from us, any service, any event that you've attended, you know, once you communicate with us, we're going to continue to communicate with you. So we ain't going to never slack and lack on sending you emails, texting you, calling you, conversing with you. And it's not to just sell you something, it's to keep you connected. It's to keep you in the ecosystem so that when you find that rhythm, you can keep that rhythm. I appreciate people who communicate with me on a regular basis. I appreciate people who have me on their email list and on their text message list because it lets me know they got me on their mind. I'm not just a customer or a client. I'm a part of their family. I'm a part of their community. And so if at any point you have a question or it's a concern or you just ready to pull the trigger because you want to be a part of what we're doing here in Buckhead, Atlanta, which is reaching people outside of Atlanta. We have people in all types of places throughout the United States of America. We even have students on our platform from other countries. So it's not that you are limited in your geographic location. It's just that we are limited in what we are willing to lean in and to accept. So if at any point you have any questions or you just need to reach out to me, I want you to take this number down, 404-478-7213. I want you to take that number down. If you don't have that number, I want you to screenshot it, do something. I want you to get this number, because once I'm finished sharing this information with you, I want to give you an opportunity to connect with me and to at least build a relationship for a year so that we can work with you to get you to that place of freedom, okay? And the truth is, if you have certain goals that you set for 2022 and you're in June now, you're going into June. Today is Memorial Day, so you're going into June in a couple of days, and you don't know how you're going to get there before the year is out. Well, guess what? Together we can make that happen. Together we can make sure that wherever you want to be within the next 6 months, we can set a game plan together to help you get there. All it takes is strategy, information, techniques, support, and daily consistent habits over time. You can hit those goals. So take that number down, 404-478-7213. And I want you to reach out to me at any point in the show. If you have a question, you can text me the question, and one of my team members will pick that question up and we'll do our best to answer the question. So the holding company matrix. Now, when I use the word matrix, I'm talking about three different things. I'm talking about S for structure. I'm talking about M for marketing. And I'm talking about S for sales. Now, again, I want you to really absorb the information that I'm sharing with you today, because there's a lot more information that needs to be added to this discussion. So don't feel like if there's something you missing or you're not quite processing and understanding that you've hit your limit. It just means that you got to keep taking all the pieces of the information that you're getting and figure out where do they fit into your personal goals, the things that you want to pursue, or your business or your finances. And we can help show you how that works. So here it goes, the matrix. Now, again, we're talking about the holding company matrix. And I'm going to explain to you why it's important, because the first component is the S for structure. So we got to figure the structure out. And see, a lot of entrepreneurs, they don't focus on that. And I'm gonna break it down a little bit for you. The second component is the M, the marketing. Because once you get the structure right, you got to move right into marketing. You got to move right into marketing. And how you market yourself, how you position yourself is going to be critical. And then this third component to this matrix is sales. So just think about it. Even before I go any further, think about it. If you figure out the best structure for your business, the best structure for your idea, the best structure for what you want to take and introduce to the market. Let's just hypothetically say that you have figured out what the best structure is, all right? So a structure can kind of be similar to a vehicle. Let's say if you want to travel somewhere today, you can get on roller skates, you can get on a skateboard, you can get on a moped, you can get on a scooter, you can get on a bicycle, right? You could get in a boat, you could get on a jet ski, you could get on a helicopter, you could get on a Gulfstream. So once you figure out what is the best vehicle that can get you to where you want to go safely and quickly, once you figure the structure out, then it comes down to marketing. Now, how do I position myself? How do I promote? So just imagine if the idea you got right now, let's say you want to be a millionaire before this year's out. Let's say you want to make 100 grand. Let's say your goal this year is just to get out of debt, to have about $20,000 sitting in the bank, to go on 1 or 2 vacations, and to just be able to wake up every day and be free to do what you love to do. Let's say if that's your goal, right? Well, it's a matter of just structuring something around that goal that can help facilitate you reaching it. Because if you just leave that goal in your head, oh, I want to be a millionaire, I want to make 6 figures, I want to get out of debt, it's floating, it has no context. So you got to bring that idea and put it in a structure. The moment you put that idea in a structure, and within that structure, you can start creating opportunities. Now those opportunities can be marketed. Now you have more clarity. Now you have more confidence. Now you have the ability to be consistent in your communication and in your messaging when it comes to marketing, because you figured the structure out. This is why structure is so important. And then once you start communicating it, guess what's going to happen? People are going to start paying attention to you. People are going to start supporting that. People are going to start buying into that. And now all of a sudden, the moment you make the first sale, the moment you get the attention of somebody and you convert them into a customer, a client, a follower, a supporter of whatever it is that you had an idea that you structured and you started communicating, all you have to do is start rinsing and repeating. Because if you can do this one time, if you can go from structure, marketing to sale once, if you can do it one time, you already know you can repeat it. Because now all I got to do is go back to the top and try it again. I'm going to go back to my structure. I'm going to go back to my marketing. And I'm going to make another sale. If I could do it one time, I could do it 2. If I could do it 2, I could do it 3. And then all of a sudden you start creating this rhythm. You start creating this momentum. And that's how you build a business. That's how you start building a sustainable system with processes to help get you to where you want to go. So when I talk about the matrix, I'm talking about structure, I'm talking about marketing, and I'm talking about sales. So now let's take a look at each of these 3 components very quickly, okay? So the first component is the structure. So what do I mean when I say structure? Because you need a structure. You need a structure. Most people, when they get an idea and they say they want to start a business, most people start what we call operating LLCs. And I'm just using LLCs because that's the common business today, right? Most people start LLCs. So what is an operating LLC? An operating LLC is a LLC that you start for the purpose of operating a business, meaning that you are serving the market with a product or with a service. So this operating LLC could be centered around landscaping. This operating LLC can be centered around apparel. This operating LLC can be centered around marketing. This operating LLC can be centered around any product or any service that you had an idea to sell. That is what most entrepreneurs do. Most entrepreneurs, they start operating LLCs. Now, the problem with that, a lot of times, most times, I can say, a lot of times the problem with that, if not most times, the problem with that is it limits the entrepreneur from being creative. Because most of the time when you start a business and you have a product and a service that you want to provide, that you want to sell, most of the time as an entrepreneur, you're just selling that product and service because you want to make money. You may love what you do, you may be passionate about what you do, but you probably don't want to do it forever because you don't want a job. You don't want to own another job, right? A lot of times we leave a job working as W-2 employees and then we go start a business only for our business to become our new boss. Have you ever experienced that? Some of y'all might be experiencing that now, where you left your job. You ain't working for nobody no more. You free at last, but you're only free temporarily because you're not free technically. You're not free financially. Most of the times you're not free physically, mentally, emotionally. You ain't free in no way. Only thing that changed was you went from a W-2 over here to owning an LLC, but now you don't have a boss, a human boss, but now you have a LLC boss. Your LLC is your boss now. Am I correct? Because you built your business around a product and a service, which was good, but it was only a portion of what your structure should have been built by. So I always recommend that even if you have an operating LLC, for you to start a holding company LLC, and now your holding company LLC can be the owner of your operating LLC, and just building that structure alone from a structure, from an infrastructure perspective, right? From a business structure perspective, it frees you up because you're not restricted and limited to all roads leading to the product and the service you're selling. You actually have a parent organization because you may have other ideas. You may have other things that you want to pursue in the future, but you have bread and butter here, but you're not limited to that because you put yourself in a position where this is not your ceiling. The holding company becomes your ceiling. This becomes your playground. This is where you just generate revenue, you sell products and services, and it makes it easier. A lot of times, depending on what type of operating business you have, depending on the product and the service, you may not need a separate LLC initially. A lot of times, instead of you having an operating LLC initially, what you can do is, and again, it all depends on the nature of the business. Like, for example, if your operation is real estate investing, then you may be able to put offers in through your holding company, but the moment you purchase or acquire a piece of real estate, you're going to want to put that real estate in a separate LLC because of the nature of that business. Let's say, for example, if your business is construction, or if your business is landscaping or cleaning and detailing, something that is risky because you going on people's property, you got other people working with you, it's risky. You don't want to open your holding company up and make it liable, so you may start another LLC for your cleaning or for your landscaping, just to protect the asset of your holding company. However, if you are moving into like coaching or education, and you're going to become a trainer, or you have some type of online platform that you're building, because I did a lot of this when I started my holding company and started building my organization. I didn't have a separate LLC. All I did was I created my holding company. Let me start all over. I created my holding company, and once I created my holding company, this is holding company LLC. Once I created my holding company, instead of me starting another separate LLC down here, all I did was created divisions here. So my divisions, these were my divisions. So my divisions were the consulting. My divisions were the coaching. My divisions were the training. And so that just made it easier for me to not have to have separate LLCs for all three of these, because I was basically able to operate these three products and services under my holding company because they were not really risky. All I needed was insurance, and it just made it easier to have divisions as opposed to operating entities. But this is the structure. This structure is going to play a very important role, because once you're able to identify with the type of business structure you need, then it's going to make it easier for you to identify. Let's go back to structure. So you want to identify with the type of business you need. That's what we just did. We want a holding company, and we want either divisions and or operating LLCs. That's going to be the structure. Once you figure the structure out, you're able to identify with the business. Another thing you want to identify with is the brand. You want to make sure that your holding company reflects your overall brand. So that means if you're trying to build a brand, you got to think about how you name your holding company. Like for example, my holding company is called Ramon Preston Enterprises. Well, my wife, technically, she's 50% owner, so it's a multi-member LLC, but it's a holding company, right? But why is it named Ramon Preston Enterprises and not Ramon and Dion Preston Enterprises? Because we thought about the business. Okay, we wanted a holding company. We wanted it to be a LLC, but then we thought about the brand identity, and then we thought about the brand ambassador. So who was going to be the brand ambassador? And so once my wife and I started checking these boxes, we knew, okay, well, with the business identity, we're going to do a holding company. Brand identity, we're going to use the RP for Ramon Preston because it can be something consistent across the board. And I'm the one running my mouth all the time. I'm the brand ambassador. Doing this alone, and listen to me, if you've never joined any of my mentorship programs, if you've never been a part of any of our masterminds or workshops or boot camps, and you've never really been around me to really get this type of information, I'm telling you, you just don't know what you're missing. But for those of you that have, you know what I'm saying to you, how it resonates with you when you're able to see it. If you're sitting in a class with me or a workshop, or if we're having a one-on-one coaching session, or even in our weekly coaching calls, this stuff starts resonating and it starts making sense, and it just kind of clears your mind up, because most entrepreneurs, they're cluttered. Remember, what I'm telling you about this stuff, I had to figure out because I was like lost. And my wife was like, bruh, I can't help you if you don't figure this stuff out, because I don't know where to help you. So this was the first thing I had to figure out in that matrix. I had to figure out my structure. I had to figure out what my business identity was going to be, what my brand identity was going to be, and who the brand ambassador was going to be. And that's just one component. Then once I figured that out, I was able to then move to other parts of my structure. So now I could move to, I got my 3 B's. That's one part, right? Now in my structure, I can move to my position. I call it the 5 P's. I can move to my position. What is my position going to be? This is another component or aspect of this structure component. You got to think about, what is my position going to be? Once I figure out my position, I need to think about, what is the purpose of my business going to be? Once I figure out my purpose, I need to figure out my products. What am I selling? Is what I'm selling making sense? I got to think about my prices. These are my 5 P's. I call them my 5 P's. And then I got to think about my PCP, which is my perfect client profile. So if you see with your 3 B's, you figure out your business identity, your brand identity, your brand ambassador. Think about it. If you just did the structure side, because you know you want to be an entrepreneur, or you already in business, but you just haven't figured this stuff out. Once you figure out your 3 B's, if you can figure out the 5 P's, position, what is my position? What is my role? Am I the CEO? Am I an executive consultant? Am I a coach? Am I the trainer? Like, what position? Because remember, if you look at the matrix again, let's put this over here. The matrix, we got structure. We got marketing. Remember that? I gave that to you. And then we got sales. Now, I just want to show you how this works. If you're working on structure and you got your 3 B's, and then you start working on the 5 P's, you really can't get to marketing until you figure this out. See, a lot of people trying to make sales in a business that they done started, but they haven't structured it right. A lot of people trying to market a business and they're confused about, what am I supposed to market? Because they got 5 LLCs. Or they got 13 different things that they're doing and they don't know which one to market first. Have you ever seen those type of people? I see it every day on social media. Somebody puts on social media, oh, I do these 10 things. I do this, I do that, I do this, I do that, I do this, and I do that. And then nobody responds to anything because they have not figured out how to structure it in a way to where it feels like it's only one thing as opposed to 10 things. This is why this is important. So then when you're able to do that, you can identify with your position. What is your position in the company? You got to think about that. Just because you're the owner of the business don't mean you're clear on what your position is. Okay? Then what is your business purpose? Like, what do you do? If somebody walked up to you and say, hey, how are you? How are you? I'm great. What's your name? My name is Ramon Preston. Oh, I'm the CEO of Ramon Preston Enterprises. We specialize in helping people start, structure, and scale their businesses. See there? I just went with my purpose. Okay, so what do you have? Well, we have our coaching, our consulting, our training. We have a Millionaire Blueprint, a training program. We have a Millionaire Mentorship program. So now I'm talking about my products. What are the prices? We have $125 a month for our Millionaire Blueprint online, $297 a month for our mentorship, and then we have other programs that we can move you up on. What is my PCP? I know who to talk to. Who is my perfect client profile? So these are things that you gotta flesh out at the structure stage. See, a lot of people, they get caught up starting their business. This is where a lot of entrepreneurs at. They start their business. Oh, I started my LLC. And what does that mean? Oh, I just started a business. Okay, but you started a business, all you did was take a good idea and put it on paper. And I'm not trying to throw shade on you. I'm just showing you how this is important for you to figure out, because your structure is the first component of the matrix, okay? Then you're able to figure out the position, the purpose, the products, the prices, and the PCP. So I have in my coaching, in my mentorship program, I have several things that you have to cover. One of them is the 3 B's. Then we have the 5 P's. So I call it my 80 process. This is the process that I use to help my clients. So I want you to see this. So the A is for assess. So for all of my mentees, I show them how to assess their personal goals, their professional goals, their financial goals, right? I want them to figure that out even at the structure stage. But then the I is I want them to identify with their 3 B's. We want to make sure that they're clear on what type of business they need. Even if you already have an LLC, we can restructure it, we can reorganize it, right? We just want to identify with the perfect structure for you, the structure that works and makes sense so that we can clear you up and make it easy for you to focus on. But we also want to identify with the 5 P's, your position, your purpose, your products, your prices, and your perfect client profile. Once we're able to do that, then we want to go, this is identify. Then we want to go to develop. So here we want to develop your products and services. We want to develop them. We want to take your ideas and figure out what are these ideas if they had to be products and services. Because if you're trying to sell something and you're not clear on what it is it a product? Is it a service? Is it a physical product or service? Is it a virtual product and service? Do it need to be both? Once we figure that out, we need to develop that. Then we need to develop your prices. We need to make sure that your prices are making sense and that you have enough value in your products and services that make it easy for people to purchase. So all of the products and services that I sell, I put so much value in it, and I'm always adding new value. Like I just added a new benefit to my 1-year mentorship program. And I just talked to my team about it. We've been talking to people who have been interested in it just this past week, even while I was on vacation, because we're just introducing it. But these are new benefits I'm adding because I want everybody in my mentorship program to feel like, oh my God, you're just giving me too much. And most of the people that join my program, I promise you, most of them say that to me. Most of them say, you're not charging enough. But that's what I want to hear. It's okay. I want to hear that, because I know we're going to do business for a long time, because you're going to always know you can get way more value from me than you will from anybody else. And we're going to continue to grow together and build together. So that's develop. The I is the integrate. So now this is all part of the structure. This is just one component of that 3-component matrix. Integrate. What do you mean integrate? Well, once we figure these things out, we got to integrate systems. So you're going to need a sales system. You're going to need a marketing system. You're going to need a financial system. You're going to need an operational system, because your business is going to break down if you don't put these systems in place. Again, I've been there. I like the first, oh my God, me and my wife have been married for 19 years, and we've been entrepreneurs from day one. And I think the first, I really didn't figure all this out like I have it figured out now until like maybe 4 years ago. I started the process of really putting systems in place. And even in the last 4 years, it probably just started really happening like in 2019, coming into 2020, that I just found the rhythm, and I was like, bang, there it go. Because it took me a while to figure it out. But the first 14, 15 years of our marriage, I didn't have any of this. It was just that my wife and I, we just have this resilience, and we know how to get out there and make it happen. But we kept breaking down. We kept hitting a plateau. And I always tell people, it's not like we were struggling financially. We were making 6 figures, right? It's just that we couldn't get past that. We kept hitting a plateau. Every time we got to a certain number, we kept hitting that ceiling, and we kept going back down because we didn't have this figured out. So no matter how much we marketed, no matter how much we sold, we kept going back down because we didn't have this structure set up. So integrate. We want to integrate the right systems, and then we want to execute the right game plan. So that's why I'm telling you, if you have certain things that you want to go, you want to see, and you want to reach before this year is out, imagine if we got together and we walked you through this process. We helped you assess your goals, or at least reassess them for the rest of the year. We help you identify with the right structure. We help you develop your products and your services, your prices, how you package it and present it. We help you integrate the right systems, and then we execute. Do you think if we did all this with you within the next 6 months, you would see more productivity? Do you think you will see more increase? Do you think you will see more results? Of course you will, but you have to have this, because this is one of the 3 components to this matrix I'm talking about. And think about it, that's just structure. We haven't even gotten to marketing and sales. So again, if you are that entrepreneur, if you're that individual, and you know what I just covered here is what you need, because you feel like you're where I used to be, where you were kind of stuck spinning your wheels. You have the commitment, you have the consistency, you got the character, you have the resilience and the determination. You know you have so much in front of you, but you just don't have the techniques. You don't have the structure. You don't have this type of information and the support from somebody who's already accomplished it. I want you to really be a part of this 1-year mentorship program that I have. It's a 1-year mentorship program, and I want to give you an opportunity to join it, because 1 year with a team of people who have already figured out how to scale to 6 and 7 figures, just 1 year will change the trajectory of your life. And when you join, I'm not going to say if, when you join this mentorship program, and when you start engaging in the things that we offer in this program, you're going to start listening to other people and meeting other people and talking and conversing with other people who have been a part of it. And you're going to start hearing their stories and thinking, oh, wow, it's really, really working for other people. Well, first of all, it worked for me because I'm not a Harvard graduate. I didn't even finish school. I ended up getting a GED, and I never went to college. And all the things that I've learned in business, even in ministry, in leadership, I put myself through my own education because I knew I didn't have the resources. And we're talking about like 18, 19 years ago when my wife and I started as a two-person team. We didn't have the gurus like we do today, the internet. So I just had to scrap it and figure it out. But I have put together this 1-year mentorship program, and I really believe that this program can help move you to that place of freedom that you want to be in. Now, you might be asking, well, what all comes with this 1-year mentorship program? I'm gonna share that with you in just a minute, just in case you're interested in what all comes with it. But let's get back to my matrix real quick, okay? I want to make sure I end this on a good note so that you can get as much value. So we've covered the structure, right? Are we all clear on the structure, right? You see, the structure is going to be a part of that AIDIE process. It's a 5-step consulting process that my team and we use for all of our clients, whether we're teaching you, whether we're consulting you or coaching you, or all three. This is the process we use to help you assess your goals, identify with your business structure, your brand identity, who is the ambassador, your 5 P's of position, purpose, product, prices, and perfect client profile. Then we help you develop these products and services to make sure that they're priced right, they're packaged right, because that's going to be the name of the game. If you put all this other stuff together and you don't have the right product and service to take to the market, then how you going to make money? And so once we get structure, then we can do the marketing. Then we can look at what type of marketing system and process with campaigns do you need in order to get in front of the right people. This is something, here's what I've learned about marketing. And I don't claim to be like the guru of marketing, okay? I'm not that person. I'm just willing to get in front of cameras. I'm willing to try stuff. This is one of the reasons why just on my YouTube page alone, I have over 1,600 videos. And almost all of those videos are content. Like they're content videos on business, entrepreneurship, investing, financial literacy, goal setting, everything that I teach and train. I have over 1,600 videos just on YouTube alone. And here's what's crazy. On my university training platform, our online training platform, we have probably maybe several hundred videos. I'm thinking it may be close to 1,000 videos with lessons and tutorials and documents and forms. And over 97 to 98% of all those videos that's on my platform, they're exclusive to the platform. So what that means is when you go to my platform and watch those videos, these are not the same videos you see on YouTube. They're different videos. It's a whole different world of content. But this is a part of marketing, right? So we got to focus on your marketing. Your marketing is going to have a lot to do with how you brand it yourself. Because your brand needs to be a part of your marketing. Because if your brand is not consistent, your marketing is not going to be consistent. Your marketing is also about your messaging. What message are you sending to people? What are you communicating to people? Are you communicating to people that you know what you're talking about, or you're not certain, or you're not clear because you really don't know? Because see, I talk to a lot of entrepreneurs that know what they're talking about. They know their business, but they don't communicate to the market. I know entrepreneurs who are geniuses at what they do, but they don't know how to communicate to the market with a message that seems or sounds consistent with how good they are. So have you ever talked to someone and you know they do certain things, but then when you talk with them, you like, man, I get mixed signals from you. I don't know. Do you know what you're doing? But their work shows that they know what they're doing. That's a marketing issue. That's a messaging issue. It may be a branding issue. Marketing is also about not just communication, but conversation. What types of conversations are you having? It's kind of like when you go on a first date with someone, or when you first meet someone. Like, it's not always the best thing to do if you just go on a first date with someone and say, will you marry me? Are you gonna say, will you marry me at the first date? Most likely not. You might have it in your mind, but you're gonna play it out over time because you want to nurture the relationship. Well, that's what marketing is. And it's your marketing that leads to sales. This is where the third component comes in at. Most business owners, I'm not even gonna say business owners because it's really not a business owner, entrepreneurs who have LLCs don't make sales. They're not generating revenue. So they think, oh, I got a problem with funding. This is the biggest problem I hear people say they have. Oh, I can't get any funding. I need a loan. I need a credit card. Here are all the issues. I can't get my Duns and Bradstreet number to work. These are all the issues I hear entrepreneurs say. They don't have funding. They can't get a loan. They can't get a credit card. They can't get a line of credit. They can't get a what do you call it? An investor. They can't find investors. And the reason why they can't get none of these, because they can't get that. If you fix this problem, all of these problems will get fixed. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like most entrepreneurs, they don't make sales because they don't really know how to market themselves. And most of them don't have sales or marketing skills because they don't have the right structure. They don't know if they're coming or going. I want to fix all this with you and for you. I want to show you how we can help you make all this right, especially for the next half of 2022. So I just told you we have a 1-year millionaire mentorship program. I don't think you'll find a mentorship program out there today in the social media universe that will match all the things that we provide in our 1-year millionaire mentorship program. So this is a 1-year millionaire mentorship program. It is really a hybrid of the 3 divisions of my organization. So we have a coaching division, we have a consulting division, and we have a training division. So we consult, we coach, and we train on business and finance. So this 1-year millionaire mentorship program is my way of taking 3 different divisions and bringing them together. So you could get coaching, you could get consulting, which is a difference, and you could get training. So how does all that work within this 1-year millionaire mentorship program? Well, first of all, it works because we give you 52 weekly coaching calls. So every week, every Monday at 5 o'clock p.m., every Monday at 7 o'clock p.m. It used to be 5. We moved it up to 7 because we have so many people on the West Coast and in the Midwest who are 2, 3, 4, they're 1, 2, 3 hours behind. We wanted to give them a little more wiggle room for their day. So every Monday at 7 o'clock p.m., we host a weekly live coaching call. So think about this. Every week, you're able to jump on a call, a live Zoom, and you're going to get a lesson. You're going to get an assignment. We're going to have a Q&A. We talk about different things that are going on within your business. We're not just on there having like random conversations about just life, no, or what's going on in the world. We're talking about the techniques and the skill sets that you as an entrepreneur need in order to keep your business moving forward. You can ask questions, you can interact with other members. This in itself is so valuable because you're able to have access to me and my team on a week-to-week basis. We also give you 1-year access to our Millionaire Blueprint. So this is our online business and financial training program. So if you've never seen any information on the internet about our Millionaire Blueprint, this is like a very comprehensive business and financial wealth building system. This Millionaire Blueprint is what I put together. It's made up of hundreds of virtual video-based training programs. These programs on this Millionaire Blueprint range from goal setting to scheduling your day-to-day agendas, to starting and structuring holding companies. We literally have a whole program to show you how to start your own holding companies. We have tutorial walkthrough videos. We provide for you operating agreements for your holding companies. We show you how to start your operating LLCs, how to manage and run the day-to-day operations of your holding companies. We have financial literacy courses on there to help change your mindset about money. We teach you the ABCs of financial literacy. We teach you creative cash flow strategies, from showing you how to readjust your W-2 or your W-4 form as a W-2 employee to minimize your taxes and maximize your tax deductions. We show you how to build an infrastructure with your holding company to mitigate certain tax liabilities. We teach you almost 100 different business deduction strategies that are very creative. We have real estate investing courses on this Millionaire Blueprint. We're getting ready to introduce new courses. So every month or so, we add new courses to this Millionaire Blueprint. We have masterminds on here. We have programs for sales and marketing, for financial systems, for operational systems. So this is a very comprehensive online program. So I want you to see, you joining a one-year Millionaire Mentorship program just with these two alone gives you access every week live to me and to my team and a group of people mentoring you, coaching you, training you, holding you accountable, keeping you motivated, keeping you with the momentum. Then every day we recommend at least 5 days a week during your work week that you go to the Millionaire Blueprint and you watch at least 1 or 2 or 3 modules. It doesn't have to be no longer than 5 or 10, 15 minutes at best. All of my team members, we all have a mandate every day. Everybody on my team, every day, they have to go and they have to watch videos, they have to train, because that's how we start all of our days. So now every day you have access to me so that I can mentor you, I can give you the game, I can share with you my information. I'm giving you my secret sauce so that you can build a successful business and really see your income continue to go up. Now, what other benefits come with this Millionaire Mentorship? We also give you access to 4 VIP workshops. So this is where the consulting side of things really plays a big role in this mentorship program, because these 4 VIP workshops address the 4 pillars for every business success. So that's sales. We give you 1 workshop on sales. That means we're going to take a day and we're going to show you how to put a sales system together. We're going to show you how to put a sales process together. We're going to show you the sales steps that you need to use in order to convert clients, in order to get your leads to become customers. We show you how to put a sales script together just in the sales workshop. We have a marketing workshop that we show you how to market. Work on your brand, work on your messaging, your communication, how you're conversating with leads so that you can get more attention, so that you can develop better promotional campaigns. We also have a workshop on financials. So we show you how to create a QuickBooks account, how to really utilize QuickBooks for your income and expense tracking so that you can learn how to forecast into the future and always stay on top of your deals and your revenue and your cash flow so that you're never losing money, but you're always making money. We also have a workshop on business systems and operations where we take time to talk about the holding company in depth. We give you creative ideas for your holding company. We talk about your business operations, how you need to run your day-to-day operations in your business. I'm showing you how to run $1 million business. That's what I'm showing you. I'm not showing you how to run a $20,000 business. I'm not showing you how to run a $100,000 business. I'm showing you what I've done. And guess what? When I get to 10 million, I'm gonna be showing you how to run a $10 million business. When I get to 100 million, I'm gonna be showing you how to run a $100 million business. When I get to $1 billion, I'm gonna be showing you how to run a $1 billion business. Now again, if you are running a business that is 10 million, well guess what? You need to show me something. Maybe there's some things I got that you need, but if you got $10 million or 100 million coming in every month or every year, you need to show me something. But if you ain't nowhere close to that, then what I'm showing you is the secret sauce and the blueprint that's going to work for you. So you have your 4 VIP workshops. So think about this, just with these 3 benefits alone. Every day for at least 5 days a week, you go on the Millionaire Blueprint. You learn about business, you learn about finances, creative tax strategies, real estate investing, goal setting. Every week you come on a live call. Once a month, you get you a workshop where you can come in person or virtual and get training on one of those 4 pillars for your success. We also give you access to our headquarter days. So you're able to come in and schedule a day where you can come and spend the day with me and my team, and we can show you the ropes, some ins and outs of the things that we do. We have interactive sessions during these headquarter days. They're very valuable. They're going to play a very important role in moving you forward so that you can see. A lot of times people, they follow other people on social media, they buy into their programs, but they really never get a chance to see, is it a real business? Like, is it a real organization, or are they like, you know, in this little booth somewhere, you know, with a headset on, just trying to sell them something? Well, we have a real business here in Buckhead. We're right across from Lenox Mall, down the street from Phipps Plaza in Buckhead, Atlanta. So you can come here physically, walk around the building, get a chance to see me and my team, interact with us, converse with us, because we want you to see where we are, where we're going, because we want to bring you along with us, okay? A new feature that we've added to our mentorship is our quarterly. These are going to be 4 quarterly business coaching assessments. These are business coaching assessments. So every quarter we're going to conduct an assessment for you, and you're going to participate in this assessment. So we're going to walk you through that 5-step process. You're going to have a workbook that you're going to use to walk through that process. And every quarter we're going to reset where you are to see how far along are you with this game plan we've put together for this year. So there's a lot of accountability in this program. There's a lot of mentorship. There's a lot of training. There's a lot of interaction. But guess what? There's going to be a lot of growth. There's going to be a lot of increase. And there should be a lot of success for you just following this track that we've put together in this mentorship program. We also give you access to a private Facebook group and our Millionaire Concierge. I didn't even add those 2 benefits on here. You get access to a private Facebook group to interact with other people in our business community, and you have access to our Millionaire Concierge. And our Millionaire Concierge are always on call. You can text them, you can email them, you can call them. They're going to be texting you, emailing you, calling you when you have a question, when you're looking for something on the Millionaire Blueprint that you can't find. You might be in the middle of a meeting and you just need some type of direction for something. Your Millionaire Concierge is going to be available for you. So this is a 1-year Millionaire Mentorship program. I want to give you access to it today on this Memorial Day, especially if this is your day off. You should be ready to get started today. Are you ready to get started? Here's what you need to do. You need to text the word millionaire. Text the word millionaire to 404-478-7213. Text the word millionaire. If you text today, because last week I was out of town, I told my personal assistant and my team that it was going to be the end of this offer. But for those of you that are watching today during this live, you have not had an opportunity to be introduced to this program. I just laid it out for you and explained it to you and showed you how it's going to help you hit your targets and reach your goals and fulfill your dreams this year within the next 6 months. Even though this is a 1-year program, I want to give you access to it today for only $297. So we're going to give it to you today for $297 for 12 months. This is going to be $297 times 12, but you don't have to pay all of it at one time. All you have to do is pay your first payment of $297. We're going to give you access to it today. We're going to onboard you, and if you text today, we're going to schedule an initial one-on-one coaching session with you. I'm going to take some time to sit down with you, and we're going to go over your whole game plan for the next 12 months. I'm going to answer any questions you have. I'm going to give you my professional feedback. I'm going to consult you and coach you before we even onboard you. But you got to reach out to me today. 297, text Millionaire to 404-478-7213. The proof is in the pudding. If it wasn't working, I wouldn't be giving it to you. So obviously it's working for me, but you got to reach out to me today on Memorial Day. What a better, what better day to get started than today? You're off. You're probably relaxing and chilling and barbecuing. It's no better time, okay? I want you to text Millionaire to 404-478-7213. I'm going to honor a $297 a month payment for 12 months to get you started in this 1-year Millionaire Mentorship Program. I will be back here tomorrow, 12 o'clock noon, for another edition of the Ramon Preston Show. I love all of you. I appreciate you. Please do me a favor. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube page. We want to get to 10,000 subscribers. Be sure to go to Google, leave me a review, especially all of you that get free content, that participate in our programs. Leave a review. Let the world know that Ramon Preston Enterprises is helping you. Every review is appreciated. So love all of you. Appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow. Same place, same time, right here on the Ramon Preston Show. Peace and happy